Hello and welcome back to Hillcrest Garden TV, and thank you for tuning into Flower Hour. Be sure to watch until the end to receive an exclusive promo code. On today's episode, we will be going over the greens available at Hillcrest Garden. Whether bunched together on their own or as a part of an arrangement, these greens are sure to fit any space that they are placed. Tree fern are the ferns that grow with a trunk elevating the fronds above ground level. This filler green is perfect for adding something extra to your bouquet without overpowering the main flowers. Apidestra is a genus of flowering plants native to eastern and southeastern Asia, particularly China and Vietnam. They grow in shade under trees and shrubs. Their leaves arise more or less directly from ground level, where their flowers also appear. The number of species known has increased considerably from the 1980s onwards, with around 100 accepted as of July 2013. Aspidestra elation is common worldwide as a foliage houseplant that is very tolerant of neglect. It and other species can also be grown in shade outside, where they are generally hardy to -5°C, or 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Lemon leaf, aka salal, is a leathery-leaved shrub in the heather family, native to western North America. In English, it is also known as salal, shallon, or simply Gaultheria in Britain. Evergreen, its thick, tough, egg-shaped leaves are shiny and dark green on the upper surface, and rough and lighter green on the lower. Eucalyptus is a diverse genus of flowering trees and shrubs, including a distinct group with a multiple stem mealy growth habit in the myrtle family. Seeded eucalyptus is a very diverse green that is highly used for weddings. With sturdy but easy to manipulate stems, it is a great choice for table arrangements, bouquets, personal flowers, garlands, and so much more. Seeded eucalyptus will add texture and depth to your decoration, and it fits well with anything you choose for your wedding. Cupped eucalyptus is a large family of specialty greens. Eucalyptus come in a variety of shades and structures as well as interesting leaf shapes. Check for soft or young tips in the spring and early summer that may prematurely wilt. California eucalyptus are field bunched in weighs averaging 450 grams and over. From France and Italy, the bunches may vary from 250 grams to 400 grams. Israeli ruskus, a classical and traditional greenery, is a perfectionist among filler flowers. Because of its long, shapely stem, Israeli ruskus adds ideal height and dimension to arrangements, while its deep green, elliptical leaves and gorgeous contrast to blooms. Pair this greenery with other classic blooms, such as David Austin Cara Garden Roses, Garden Rose Red Velvet, Garden Rose's Creamy White Blush, and Million Star Baby's Breath. Italian ruscus adds a dainty, soft touch to sweet and serene arrangements. Each stem features several laterals, covered in shapely green leaves. These leaves are unassuming, making them an ideal backdrop for arrangements focused with more on the flowers than abundant greenery. Pair with blooms like small sunflowers, avalanche white roses, white freesia flowers, and Vulcanfridon delphium for gorgeous summer arrangement. Myrtle is an evergreen shrub that has a glossy, aromatic foliage and white flowers followed by purple-black oval berries. Authorities differ widely over the number of species that genus includes. Most occur in South America. Some are found in Australia and New Zealand. True myrtles have a central midrib and a major vein just inside the parallel of the leaf margin. Lily grass has foot-tall clumps produce white lily-like flowers on thin, arching stems. It blooms from late spring into fall. Blooms are followed by attractive brown capsular fruits. Its foliage is narrow, linear, and dark green. This plant is used best in a mixed garden or in small mass, but it will work as a specimen in a large container or in mixed beds. ARGONIS species generally have fibrous brown bark, dull green leaves, and inflorescences of small white flowers. They are best known and mostly readily identified by the powerful odor of peppermint emitted when leaves are crushed or torn, though some plants in fact emit an overpowering smell of eucalyptus. Thank you once again for tuning in to Flower Hour, at Hillcrest TV. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and we hope you join us next week as we pause for plants.